It's time. It's time. Time for the big giveaway. Halloween has come. All you lucky kids with silver shamrock masks, gather round your TV set. Put on your masks and watch. All witches, all skeletons, all jack-o'-lanterns, gather round and watch. Watch the magic pumpkin. Watch.
Halloween's coming, skeletons will be after you. Witches, cats, and big black bats, ghosts and goblins too.
Gentlemen, I give you...
Now it's dark.
Now it's dark.
Let's fuck! I'll fuck anything that moves!
Are you ready? Hey, think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better?
Going downtown to Chinatown. It's the JJ buffet. That's all I'm going to say about that.
You gotta, please stop it now, turn it off, stop it, stop it!
Well, what have we here? Santa Claus, huh? Ooh, I'm really scared. So you're the guy everybody's talking about, huh? You're joking. Let's get this party started. What are we watching tonight? Night of the Living Dead.
It's intermission time. The show starts in 10 minutes.
10 minutes, we will get this movie started. This
So how about
fantastic
taking a break? Get out and stretch a little.
movie.
And
I have to
relax
turn the
before
air
the show
conditioner
begins
on.
again.
I just
And why
can't
not make it
under this light.
refreshment time too? We have
Can't do
lots
it.
of tasty, delicious treats waiting for you at the refreshment center. There's hot popcorn, so golden good and fresh out of the popper.
Hot
And all
popcorn.
kinds of refreshing ice-cold soft drinks. Sizzling
Popcorn.
hot dogs just bursting with
Hot
juicy goodness.
coffee.
Ice cream so smooth and delicious, you'll hanker for more.
Smooth
Plus,
ice cream.
All the most popular candy bars and many other favorite treats. So why
So
not visit the refreshment
we'll
center
see
now?
what kind
Our
of
courteous attendants are ready
ridiculously
and waiting to serve you.
turn
with a
out
wide
we get
and
here. Hey, if you're
wonderful
watching on the
variety of good
replay,
things
thanks
to
so
eat
much.
and drink.
Hit the
So step
subscribe
right up
button.
and make yourself at
Hit
home.
the like button. Coming up this week on the channel, we have tomorrow 2
The show starts
videos.
in 9 minutes.
We have a fan film review and a new super duper prop. Anthony Chabot, wow, you got 1K. Well, there you go. Well done, sir. Great job. That's outstanding. Very cool. Yeah, who's doing that? Who's doing the contest? Is it Night Owl or who is it? I need to know who it is. I don't keep up very well with that this month. I've been very busy. I started a new position at work and also just doing a lot of YouTubes.
The show
Doing a lot of
starts in
YouTube.
8 minutes.
Let me know what channel is doing that. So yeah, Saturday we have Cracky very special Halloween special with special guests. That's just a short, like 15-minute, if even that long. Hopefully I'm going to see Five Nights at Freddy's either tonight or tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a review for that yet. Hearing some mixed things about that movie. Hearing good and bad. Hearing a little bit of both. Now in this video. You dropped it? There we go. We got it. We're going to pin that comment. We're going to pin it at the top. And I have it open. So we'll do that as well. Boop, boop, boop. Very cool. Yeah, you're not eligible anymore, though, right? Don't you have to be under 1,000 subscribers? So, Cassie! Hi, thank you. Drive safe. Drive safe.
The show starts in 4 minutes.
The show starts in 4 minutes. I should have my coffee drinking by then. And then we'll start talking about one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite movies. Definitely one of my favorite movies. Night of the Living Dead left a lasting impression on me. Definitely. Oh, good. I am the iceberg.
The show starts in 3 minutes.
Show starts in 3 minutes. and Mexico, just stream hopping, pouring himself out. Bad business. Booyah! Dead. Directed by George Romero. Written by John Russo and George Romero. Classic scene right here. An extraordinary cast. Duane Jones plays Ben. We'll see him in a few minutes. Judith O'Day is Barbara. My favorite character, Harry Cooper, was played by Carl Hardman. And his beautiful wife, Helen Cooper, was played by Marilyn Eastman. The newscaster that we'll see later, he was played by Charles Craig, and he was actually an actual news reporter. And this movie is famous for being funded by a lot of donors who basically paid to be in the movie as a zombie. So I think that's pretty cool. So yeah. So the reason why I can show this, the reason why there is not a copyright, there's going to be one portion of this movie that there is a sound or some musical stuff in the background that I'll end up having to mute tomorrow when I get my notification that there is a 15-minute span of time where it'll have to get muted a little bit. But the movie was a little long, and so they had to edit the film to fit, and they ended up cutting part of the introductory credits that had the copyright information. So this was released and immediately went public domain on day one. So this movie has never it was immediately public domain as soon as it went because of the way the copyright laws were, that you had to have at the beginning portion of your movies the copyright, trademark, all that stuff.
You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother
And if
out
you
or
notice
dig a grave into Pittsburgh.
his driving gloves,
Oh.
they make a point several times to show him holding and
Look at this thing. We
wearing
still
those
remember.
gloves,
I don't. You know, I don't
because
even know
later
what
on,
the man looks like.
when he becomes
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6
zombified,
hours to drive back and forth. Mother wants to remember, so we trot
they were
200
afraid
miles into the
that
country and she stays at home.
the viewers wouldn't be able to tell that that was him because his glasses were off. So they kind of used those gloves, his driving gloves, as an identifier, so you could pick him out and see that he's the one that actually grabs Barbara later. This movie was groundbreaking because of the African American male lead, and just like, I won't even spoil if there's some reason you haven't seen this movie. The end, I still remember the first time I ever watched this. This movie was just shocking to me. I loved it. I watched this so long ago, but I've watched it hundreds of times since then. Hundreds. So good.
Well, there's no one around.
The very first zombie that we see as well, he's been immortalized in like collectible busts and other like things, more so than some of the other zombies. This was really groundbreaking, and these actually weren't called zombies. Like, the term zombie was really more known for like voodoo resurrections and that type of stuff. All of the zombies, as we call them now in this movie, they're actually called ghouls. These ghouls. So you have to listen for that. They never use the phrase zombies or the word zombies in this movie.
Hey, come on, Barb. Church was this morning, huh?
It's just really interesting, their choice of opening here. Yeah, it's really neat. Like, the whole zombie thing. Now, in his other movies, you know, they've kind of embraced that.
Hey, I mean, praying's for church, huh? Come on.
They're coming to get you, Barbara. See how they're using it? They're emphasizing him putting these driving gloves on again. Like, we had a scene where he took them off. We have a scene now where he puts them back on.
It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boy,
it's also funny to think about that because of the copyright issue, there not being one. That's why that's why there's so many Living Dead movies, because they could use the title. So there's movies that George Romero did, and then there's movies that have Living Dead, you know, that aren't, you know, part of the franchise, so to speak, but they just are using the thing. Probably the best sequel for everybody seems to be The Return of the Living Dead, which came out in, I don't even know when, 87 or whatever, with Linnea Quigley, and that was really goofy. I like the movie, but I don't think I love it as much as a lot of people do. I was in high school when that came out, almost ready to graduate. Now, Barbara there, she didn't really stay in acting. Her right there, the Barbara actress, Judith O'Day, she did actually reprise her character in a movie called Night of the Living Dead Genesis. And it was a Indiegogo funded thing. It was being filmed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, which is where she's from. That's where I think this movie was filmed. And that movie it's still in development. Something has gone wrong. I don't know if the producer, we used to talk to him. When I first started this channel, I had a partner, a co-host, so to speak. And he was constantly talking to this guy. We were trying to interview him, but he was constantly starting a project and never finishing it, and then starting another one. But he had this great idea for Night of the Living Dead Genesis, and Judith O'Dea was going to be in it. But for the most part, she didn't really act again. But she plays a good, traumatized victim. And yeah, I think she has a lot of shocking scenes. So, man, you've never seen this black and white original? Because I don't want to spoil it if you have. I don't want to say stuff that's spoilery. I probably should share this out too. Well, this is the Romero one. This is the OG original. This is the one that started everything. This is the original, and then he did like Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Diary of the Dead, stuff like that. This is the first one, and then this had a remake where they tweaked it a little bit, and that's a really good remake. And that was in the 90s. There was another remake with Sid Haig, even. And that's a really good one. And that one's a little goofy. Yeah, Dawn of the Dead is pretty popular. There's so many Living Dead movies. White Zombie is with Bela Lugosi, and I don't even know when that was, 1938 or 41, I don't know. That one is like got the true, for the time period, zombie. It had to do with voodoo and that kind of thing, like resurrecting through voodoo. Bela Lugosi plays this really great, iconic I think this movie, even when I watched it, because it was, I was still in high school or whatever, just probably finding my horror roots. And I just remember watching this. It was probably around Halloween, late at night. I was just so taken to it because it was in black and white. I hadn't seen very many black and white movies that were kind of creepy. I had no idea what I was watching. I feel the same way about Psycho. The first Psycho, I probably watched close to the same time I watched this because I was just fascinated with like black and white movies. And this zombie has a nickname, and I can't think of it. I don't see him given a separate credit. I was trying to look up what the actor's name was, but a lot of these zombies were people that funded the movie. Oh yeah, there was Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. Oh, Land of the Dead, that was another one. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah, the first Psycho is just so brilliant. The first one and then the second one is really good too. It's a sequel that takes 20 years later. So brilliant. The first one's just great. I wish if time travel really existed, I would go back to all of these movies, opening nights, and go see them in the theater with all these other people that are seeing it for the first time, just to feel that energy in the theater of people being so shocked. So this movie was only made with $114,000, and it's grossed over $30 million. So it's like one of the best profit-wise independent movies. But again, because of that on-screen notice not being there, it's immediately public domain. It's so crazy.
It's all right. Don't worry about him. I can handle him. Probably be a lot more as soon as they find out about us.
That finishes my copy.
This pump out here is locked. Is there a key?
I know, right? Of all the things to use time travel for, mine would be just to go back to watch movies. But I don't know, like maybe people that are like history buffs would want to go back in time and like see monumental events happening. I just want to go back and watch, stupid movies that I love, like all the original Universal Studios Monsters movies. Man, to see those, like Frankenstein in the theater.
Jesus.
I've actually been lucky enough to see those movies in theaters, but I mean like seeing them with people that I've never seen them before.
We have to get to where there's some other people.
A lot of theaters in my city, the ones that haven't closed,
We better take some food.
they
I'll see if I can find some
this
food.
is the first year I didn't get an email, but the Fathom events is what it's called. They usually do a double feature of some of the original classic movies. So I've seen the original Dracula with Bela Lugosi and the Spanish version of that movie on the same night. Frankenstein, Wolfman, The Mummy. I want to say Creature from the Black Lagoon and Bride of Frankenstein last year was the two. But like every year. But this year, it could be I just wasn't paying attention. But usually I get an email.
What's happening? What's
But
happening?
I don't remember getting one this year. Wow, you've never seen any of those. I wish I could play those, but Universal definitely has a tie. I love them so much I have them tattooed on my arm. Like there's
There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around
Frankenstein,
here? I can take care of those.
Bride,
I know you're afraid, but we have to.
Wolfman, Bela Lugosi, Dracula. Phantom of the Opera. Yeah, I love the classics. I don't know. I have a big thing for black and white. I love it. Those are so good. Just because they were the first ones, They are the ones that started everything. Universal had this whole multiverse before Marvel did. If you ever think about, they did all these monster crossovers in the 40s before Marvel even was a thing. Marvel has their crossover universe now, but the Universal Monsters were the first ones that did all that interconnected. Even Abbott and Costello, they did. Yeah, they're short movies. If you ever, have like a hour and a half to just, see what all the, because a lot of current movies always do something to kind of like visually or say a line from one of those original movies just to give them kind of a nod, a little bit of a credit. Like if you watch Renfield, this latest Renfield, Nicolas Cage's Dracula was taken very much from Bela Lugosi's Dracula. And Renfield, same thing. Yeah. Renfield, that movie did actually some scene from exact copy scenes from that 1941 Dracula movie. It's pretty good. All these ghouls. This movie was one of those independent films that are just like fan films. They shot these on weekends. It took them several weekends, months and months. So these guys would all get together for the weekend, film as much as they could. They edited the movie as they filmed it. George Romero. Yeah, so you have to watch Dracula, and then you'll see like some of the things from Renfield that you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, how crazy. But George Romero at the time was doing commercials. That was his career. He was filming. He had like a commercial business where he would film and edit commercials. And he took the money from that, bought a super high-tech camera for the time, started getting investors, like a lot of these guys right here, these zombies. And they got together all the money. They ran out of money at one point, so the movie was paused for a little while. Then they got another big donor. Actually, the guy who plays my favorite character, I'm pretty sure he was like one of the major donors. Carl Hardman, he plays Harry Cooper. That guy is such a dick, but he was absolutely, this guy, Harry Cooper, ends up being right the whole time. It's just so funny. Yep. It's funny because they have like Ben here, played by Duane Jones. He was like billed as the lead, so we all are rooting for him and we're following him because we're invested in him being the good guy. And they introduced this character who's a dick, Mr. Bones. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some boards, something about a fireplace, something we can.
That guy's trying to get Barbara. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's funny how YouTube kind of brings a lot of people, together out of the woodworks, and then
You have to try to board the house up together.
a lot of us start out
Board
as
up the windows and the doors.
viewers, and then we get the itch to do a video or two, or go on somebody else's channel and chat. My other channel that's been very neglected this month, it just turned 16 years old, so that's pretty cool. Been stuck ever since. I can't get out. Every time I try to leave, they pull me back in. I have a channel that I've had for a very long time that I do like superhero, pop culture stuff and wrestling. Yeah, there's only one way. It's only in. There's no exit. There is no butthole in YouTube. There's a bunch of a-holes, but there's no butthole. This song was always creepy to me. This little tune. I think this might be the tune that I have to... tomorrow I'll get my notification that little music box is going to give me a copyright notification. This copyright doesn't affect your channel, but we're going to share the revenue with Dinklehopper from Tokyo, who owns that clip. And I'll be like, whatever. Let me mute it. Let me mute it. Save myself 20 cents. Oh, you started a new one? Wait, why? What? Oh, because I'm not. I'm trying to highlight your comment, and it's because I'm not on StreamYard. I was watching it on my other. Okay, cool. You can drop the link in there. I have the Midnight Hour Spooktacular link up in the top there. And somewhere in chat is the entertainer, YouTube Entertainer of the Month link for Rob's vintage video. But yeah, drop that in and I'll link up to it. We'll get you some subscribers. Anthony Chabot was here. He finally hit his 1,000. Maybe we won't have to hear about it every time we see him, but I don't know. I doubt that. There's one thing about Anthony Chabot nobody can take away from is that he's very, very passionate about his channel. My interest level in my channels goes in and out. This month, been very busy with YouTube, watching a lot, doing a lot of videos. November, gonna chill a little bit, kind of work on my other channel, get that one. That's right, the #1 YouTuber. I see. Yeah. So like, I think there's like levels of fandom. I kind of fall in the middle, I think. Like, I'm a fan of horror, so that I know like trivia type stuff, but I can't remember producers and actors and everything they've been in. I have much respect for those people that do, because I learn from them, but I'm a big enough fan that I know the difference between, you know, like the rules for the gremlins, you know, the mogwais and stuff. Like, Bones be chillin'. That's it. I guess that's your other. Oh, yeah.
Right across the road.
Alrighty. Bones be chillin' is a my man. I got you open on my other tab. After this, I'll hook up with you, Mr. Bones. But yeah, I think my other channel I can apply tonight. Actually, after this, I'm going to be applying. I have to post a video because part of the rules is you have to have had an active video posted in a certain amount of time, and I don't think I have. So, okay, cool. Yep, I'll get you with them. We'll get Cracky up out of his coffin and JLA member. I might do a stream tomorrow on that channel too, because I think tonight I can apply again. I got denied last time for reused content. The famous reused content. But yes, I'm just waiting for my channel to lose monetization because I'm showing these movies.
By now there were no more screams.
Cracky. I wish that I I reused an old channel that had a bunch of subscribers already. I thought it would do better.
Standing there,
Yeah, that's good
staring
enough.
at
It's
me.
cracky with the K just to be dumb, but
I started to drive. I
I've had that clown character.
just plowed right
I
through
was
them.
that clown character for
They didn't
since I
move.
don't
They
know.
didn't
I
run
think
or
like
they just
1989.
stood there staring at me.
Cracky the Clown has been around since 1989. So
Just wanted
however
to
many
brush
years that is.
They-
The only problem is I love having my
Despite
goatee, and
hair,
I always shaved
bugs.
it to film all those videos. I
We
would
were riding
I
in
would
the
shave my
cemetery,
goatee on my day off,
Johnny and me.
film for the day,
Johnny.
18 videos in one day. I would film for about 6 hours, all those videos.
We came to put a wreath
Tighten those
on my father's
bolts.
grave.
Yeah, I would
Johnny and
actually let's
And
bring
he
in
said,
a little wrench too. I forget to do this
"Can I have
because
some candy?"
when you're on StreamYard, you got to go back and forth.
We didn't
I
have
forget to
any.
do that. Yeah, so I would
And-
film 18 videos,
Oh,
and then my goatee would grow
it's
back,
hot
and
in
it would be
here.
time to shave it again
It's
to
hot.
film the next 18. It just was, it got to be too
And he
hard
said,
to do.
"Oh, it's late. Why did we
I
start
know
so
exactly.
late?" And I said, "Johnny, if you'd
Everybody
gotten up earlier,
screwing
we
bolts.
wouldn't be late." Johnny
Yeah.
asked me if I
So
would
I'm just
go
going to
there.
do like silly,
And I
cracky
said,
stuff.
"I'm
Probably
not
on this
afraid,
channel.
Johnny."
I'll just work it in.
And then this man started
I'll
walking
figure
down
out a
the
way.
road,
That's on the list of things to do on my vacation is figure out
and Johnny
how
kept
to bring
teasing
Cracky
me and
back. I
saying,
don't know. Maybe I gotta
"Johnny,
just do
you
Cracky
dirty
with the goatee.
Barbara."
It's
And I
not really the
laughed at him
character
and said,
though.
"Johnny,
It won't
stop
feel
it."
right.
And then Johnny
It
ran
won't
away.
feel right.
And I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up,
Since I've had that
and I
character for
said,
so long,
"Please."
I had
And
to
he
obviously
grabbed
buy a
me.
new clown
He
costume
grabbed
because
me,
I'm a little
and he
heavier
whipped
than I
me.
was in
He
1989.
held me, and he
Just a
ripped at
little
my
bit
dress.
heavier.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny,
Yeah, that's the way
help
to do
me!
it.
Oh, help me!"
Just
And
chill.
he wouldn't let me go. He ripped.
You got your main one, and then
And then Johnny came and he ran and he
Hobbs Horror
he
talked me
got
into
us.
splitting off my, restarting my old channel, which went crazy viral because those damn shorts. So I think I'm near 60K on that channel now.
We've got.
Um,
We have to wait for Johnny.
I don't even know.
Maybe we better go out and get him.
But I'm pretty sure I'm
We
at
have
like
to go out and get
60K.
Johnny. He's out there.
59.2K on the
Please, don't you
JLA
hear
member
me?
channel.
We've got to go out and get him.
Ridiculous.
Please.
Definitely doesn't deserve that many subscribers.
Please help me.
But the YouTube Shorts,
Don't you know what's going on out
I've
there?
noticed that they changed the algorithm on the shorts, so that doesn't happen as often now.
Is dead.
No, my brother is not dead.
Yeah, Hobbs.
Oh,
I'm not mad about it because, you know, like when my friend John, you remember John Bones, he wanted to do a channel. And we were going to do horror. We had our paranormal group where we were going to post our investigations and talk about music. But I don't really know a lot about music because of my hearing problems. I don't really get into music that much. I like listening to stuff that I can. I like a lot of music that doesn't have like hard to understand lyrics, unless it has good like sound to it. And Yeah, so John,
Because of the obvious threat to
we came up with this idea for Now It's Dark, and I just left that other channel just cold turkey. I just switched, deleted all the videos and everything, and the dumbest thing I ever did. Yeah, I saw her video today. I think I might have actually been the first comment. I was excited about that. That's good. Yeah, I'm curious to hear how many entries we have going there for that. I know Wes is doing a live stream now. That's the problem with Halloween. Everybody, all of us are doing like extra live streams. I think it turned out great. I think I couldn't tell she was nervous. She sounded good, clear. You do a good job too. I noticed like you've been doing more of the kind of the voiceovers with good transitions with pictures. I'm so bad about it. That's why I started using that animated program where there's the animated me. But that's the closest I can get to it, and that's only because I'm reading a script. That's funny. Niche. Yeah, I've definitely noticed the difference in the with the. I like those, and Casey does those too. Like they're so good. I struggle with them. I don't know why. I struggle, but I don't like when I rewatch my reviews. I hate them. I hate all of them. I'm like I'm never doing another movie review. Yeah, he's really good at his. It's funny, he just did that review for Godzilla versus Hedorah, and then when I got home from work today, I turned on the Godzilla channel that's on Pluto, and that was the movie that was playing. I was so happy. I was so happy to see that on because that's one that I remember as a kid watching. Yeah, real simple and quick is good. Thank you, man. You're very kind. Very kind. I just updated all my playlists again, trying to just streamline. I'm going to start doing some Scooby-Doo stuff because that's something I've always wanted to do. I want to do like a series of gateway into horror, like family-friendly horror movies that you can show your kids to get them interested in it. Because I always count Scooby-Doo as being like my gateway into horror. Because that was, you know, about monsters and crimes and villains. It was like mysteries. They're called Mystery Incorporated, you know? There wasn't shows like that, especially in cartoon form, that was legitimately about a whodunit every week, a half hour whodunit. Chris, New York here as well. The fuck? Chris, New York. I am also in New York. Rochester, New York. The second most dangerous city in New York State. Rochester, New York. We are under state of emergency still for gun violence right now. That is that's my claim to fame. Ohio. I lived in Ohio for a year by Cleveland. It wasn't bad. That was not a bad time. Not a bad time at all. Thanks everybody for hitting the likes. Woo! Don't tell anyone. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the joke. Like when I'm always picking on pubs for Ohio clowns and stuff because I did live in Ohio for a year. Yeah, I went from Ohio for a year with work, and then I went to Virginia for a year with work. It's crazy. Yeah, the New York Shankies. Yeah, we got 3 New Yorkers here. Got Man, Chris, and me. We got the all the New Yorkers. And Ohio. The what's the
I found a gun and some bullets out there.
Indians? Is that still called? They're not the. Is that the baseball team? I'm so bad with sports. Ridiculous. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Cleveland's nice. Got the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You've got major sports teams, right? The Cleveland Browns. That's football. I have no idea what basketball teams.
Bound to come and get us out.
I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting in my head the Rockets, but I don't know what that is.
We're doing all right.
He's in the nice part. We need to all do some more on the town stuff. Maybe that'll be a 2024. We can do a tag video of
If anything should try to break in here,
show your city.
I'll be down to take care of it.
Westchester
Everything's all right
County.
for now.
Oh,
I'll be
okay.
back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's do a little map quest, and we'll see how far it would take for me to get there. Westchester. 5 hours. I can be there in 5 hours, man. You just give me the word. I got 9 days off. I got the next 9 days off. I'll take a little drive. Take me 5 hours to get to you. Big Lots. Yeah, everyone is quitting. Even our store, I noticed it today. I noticed it. I haven't gone back in our electronics department because we do so badly and everything is locked up. My store is a freaking theft pot. And they took out another section of movies. And of all things, I think it's just seasonal, but they literally replaced it with Bibles. They took another section of videos away and put this big display of Bibles. And I was like, what? I said, the fuck? My daughter, she was going crazy. She's 20. She doesn't buy movies. She doesn't watch a lot of movies or anything, but she just was like, Bibles in this store? Like, no. Let's get it on. Yeah. Oh, there's my favorite. Mr. Cooper. Rob's Vintage Video. We were just talking about the entertainer of the month. Go into your channel to vote. I dropped your video link earlier, but I'll be casting my vote tonight. I like to. There's a couple channels I wasn't familiar with. The Friendly Man, and I've only watched the Horror Cat Dad a few times, but the Friendly Men, I don't really know. So I got to check those guys out. Cincinnati.
Well, if there were more, the racket sounded like the place was being
Cincinnati.
ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on? Now wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati has the Bengals, right?
It would be nice if you get your
And Cleveland has the Browns. Those are the two football teams that I know. But I don't know like the baseball teams.
We luck into a
Oh, the
safe place,
Astros?
and
No,
you're
that was
telling us
San
we gotta
Diego.
risk our lives just because somebody might
Yeah,
be
I
on
don't think I
top, huh?
voted yet, though. Hobbs,
All right, why
horror.
don't we settle this business,
Hobbs.
sir?
Yeah,
We came
he's a
up,
dick,
okay?
but
We're
he's
here.
right, though.
Now I suggest we all go back downstairs.
Mr.
Before any of
Cooper,
those things
this
come
guy
pouring
also,
here.
he wasn't an actor. Can you believe it? This is the first and only thing he's acted in.
You're
He,
insane.
Mr.
The cellar's
Cooper
the safest place.
was one of the
Definitely can't get in here.
people
And
that
I'm
contributed
telling you,
money to
those
this
things turned
movie
over our
to be
car.
made.
We
He
were dead
bought
lucky
his
to get
way
away
into
at
this
all.
film.
Now you tell me those things
And
can't get through
he's
this
right.
lousy pile of wood.
He's a dick, but he's right. At the end of the day, he was the one that was right.
Well, I still think we're better off up here.
We could strengthen everything up,
Fight,
Mr.
fuck,
Cooper.
and watch horror
With all of us
movies.
working, we could fix this place
What is
up
a
in no
fight
time.
fuck?
We have everything we need
Should there
up
be a
here.
comma there?
Take all that
Or
stuff
are people
downstairs
actually
with
fight
us.
fucking?
Man, you're really crazy. You know that?
I'd like to know
You
what
got
that
a
is.
million
Is that like
windows out
hate
here.
fucking?
All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the
Yeah.
door.
Did you hear me?
I moved. I'm on the
car.
loss
Well,
prevention
you could
team
find
now.
me to do that.
That's
Like I
my
just
point. Only there's not gonna be
transitioned.
5 or even 10. There's gonna be 20,
So almost
30,
my entire
maybe
day
100
is
of
up
those
front
things. And as
now.
soon as they know we're here, this place is
And
gonna
it's
be
amazing how many people come in and just steal.
Wherever we are.
Just steal. It's crazy.
the cellar.
And our
The cellar,
city is
there's only one
trash,
door, right?
so you
Just one
can't
door,
hardly
that's
do
all we
anything
have
to them. We have a police officer
Fine, I fixed it so
that
our
stays.
boards
We
would
have
be inside. But up here, all these
on
windows,
duty police
well, we never know when
officers
they were
with
gonna
the
hit us
car right in
next.
the front of our
You got a
store
point, Mr. Cooper. But down
from
in the cellar,
7
there's no
a.m.
place to
until
run to.
closing.
I mean, if
And
they did get in,
we have
the back
in-store
exit would be
uniform
done for.
security people that we
We
hire,
can get out of
plus
here
our
if we have to.
own
And we got windows to see what's going on
Walmart
outside.
security, and we
But down
still
there
are
with no
getting ripped
windows,
off.
if a
We had to
raiding party
lock.
did
We
come,
have
we
our
wouldn't even
soap
know.
locked up
But the
now.
cellar is the strongest place.
The cellar
Like
is a
if you
death
want to
trap.
buy a bar of soap,
Mr. Cooper,
you got to get somebody with the key.
you know how many's out there?
That's Mr. Cooper. That's the guy.
6 or 7.
Look, you two can do whatever you like.
That's the
I'm
guy.
going back down to the cellar,
Hobbs Horror, we
and you
got you
better
linked up
decide.
at the top
'Cause I'm gonna
there.
board up that door, and I'm not gonna
We got you
unlock it again no matter
linked.
what happens.
Looking
Now,
forward
wait a
to the
minute, Mr. Cooper. No, I'm not gonna
spooktacular.
wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
The big
Now, wait a
party,
minute.
the event of
Let's
the
think
year,
about this.
really.
We can make
It
it to the
is
cellar
the
if we
one
have to.
event
And if we do decide
that
to stay down
everyone
there,
is
we'll need
looking
some things
forward
from up
to.
here. So let's at least consider this a while.
Faux show.
If you box yourself in the cellar and those things get in the house, you've had it.
Very,
At
very
least up here
cool.
you have a fighting chance.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
There's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Such a good movie. Yeah, smack those guys. Smack those hands. Bones be chillin'. Actually, I forgot I could say hello. My JLA member channel. I forget. That's the other channel right there. So we're actually at about the halfway mark right now.
It's all right.
JLA member reapplying for monetization tonight. Right after this movie, JLA member channel drops a video about my old collection. I re-edited the old collection video and slowed it down. And there's the naked zombie. Controversial boobies. That was shocking. Yeah. Get the subs.
We gotta fix these boards.
What?
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Those
That's
things
what I
could
want
be
to
in
know.
every window and
What's
door in
his
this place.
style?
We've got to get down into the cellar.
Go down in that damn cellar. Get out of here!
Get out of here. You be the boss down there. I'm the boss up here.
Keep your hands defense of
Classic.
it, and everything else that's up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here, and the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for. Now, if you're going down the cellar, get.
I love his wife when she finds out that he locked them in the basement and they have a radio that works upstairs and a TV.
You going down there with him?
It's like literally what every married couple goes through.
Listen, I got a kid down there. She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket and those things smashing through the windows.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough
Literally.
to die in that trap, that's your business.
Who's watching Five Nights at Freddy's at 3 a.m. on Peacock?
For the kid, that old man is so stupid. Now, you get the hell down in the cellar.
Oh, wow.
You be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
You bastards. You know, I won't open this door again. I mean it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made
Let
up.
him
Just
go, man.
Wait a minute. Judy, come on up here, honey.
Let him go, man. Did you guys get your popcorn?
You're gonna let them get hurt too, huh?
It's all right, honey. Go ahead.
Get that popcorn poppin'. Did you guys see my Instagram post?
If we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good.
Have you guys ever had this?
There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off if all three of us were working together.
This is the good stuff. Not for the faint at heart. This is 110 proof. This is the stuff that made Van Gogh cut his ear off.
I'm not boxing myself in down there.
Good. I don't know. I don't post a lot.
Safe now.
It's always just random shit.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there and let them.
It's always just random stuff. Let me see if I can get it. I'll drop a link for it.
They're
Give me a second.
people upstairs. A man and a girl.
We heard you screaming.
Oh.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were, and I wasn't about to take any unnecessary chances.
Of course not.
Twitter, I use mostly just to look at porn. Facebook, I just don't like Facebook. Instagram is where I post most of my stuff.
She feels warm. Maybe it's shock.
There's my Insta.
Where'd you get the bandage?
I'm gonna try to get better at it. That's one of my 2024 goals, is to get better at posting shit on Instagram.
Let them stay upstairs.
Tom and Jenny, I think. I think Tom's girlfriend's name is Jenny, I think. Let me double check that.
We'll see when they come baby.
Judy.
Let them in down here.
Judy. Her name is Judy.
That's important, isn't it?
And her name in real life was Judy.
What do you mean by that?
Judy was played by Judith Ridley.
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
She was an actress that was pretty attractive. She did one other movie,
Mass murder.
There's Always Vanilla,
The radio said to stay inside.
in 1971,
Radio upstairs.
the year I was born.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
She was also from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Almost all the cast for this was all from Pittsburgh.
There's mass murder
Pittsburgh,
everywhere,
PA.
and people are supposed to look for a safe place to hide.
Take the boards off that door.
We are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication.
Fix it.
If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us to tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock
Helen.
ourselves in this dungeon?
This movie was so shocking because of that girl, too.
We may not enjoy living together.
Mr. Cooper, the real
Dying
hero.
together isn't going to solve anything.
The
Those
real
people aren't our enemies.
hero of the movie. Mr. Cooper. I hate the way that I have to watch this. It makes me look like I'm looking down because of the way my screen is.
Tom,
That's right.
if Judy would come downstairs for
I
a
think
few
those
minutes,
days passed.
He and I could come
I
upstairs.
think Helen Cooper holds out big time. Mr. Cooper, He's probably banging his secretary or something.
Look, honey.
There's Judy. She's like supermodel status right here.
Do this for me. Okay, open up.
There's only one way in and one way out. It's a death trap. All right, Judy's gonna watch little baby monster so Helen can watch TV. Helen needs some soap opera fix. She wants to go up, listen to the radio.
She's all I have.
New follower. Oh, yeah, Cinderella. Why do I know Cinderella? Wait, I get to see you now? Oh, look at you. You're so pretty. Oh. Oh. Who's that dude? Ugh, never mind.
Her brother was killed.
Well, I'll be stalking your Instagram photos later.
I gotta go help Ben with the television.
You were in a yellow sundress driving the car with some fantastic sunglasses. Then there was some weird guy next to you. Oh, just kidding. I'm sure he's very nice. Oh, wow. I would love to go to Florida. October, this is the week of the different times we went to Florida. It was always during this week. This is the time of the year that we would always go. That guy
This place is ridiculous.
just pays for
Look at
stuff.
this. There's a million weak spots up here.
That's funny.
Give me one of those.
Mr. Cooper, man, he's got a tobacco
Her
addiction.
brother was killed.
Helen's probably the hot MILF next door. She probably catches a couple glances from the neighbor guys when they're mowing their lawns. She's suntanning out there in the backyard.
These windows are.
All the neighbor boys want to come over and help trim her bushes when Mr. Cooper's at work. And she says, "Boys, I made some fresh lemonade.
There's a socket over here.
Could you trim my bush,
You
please?"
better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you, mister. If you stay up here, you take orders from me. And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on.
It's on. It's on. Here we go. Oh, it's a MASH rerun. Damn it.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
It's just another MASH rerun.
Shut up! In all parts of the country, the wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast
Did I miss when Ben slapped Barbara? I remember that scene being pretty shocking back in the day.
Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure in a report
Trying to listen,
Civil Defense Headquarters.
because I think they reveal, like,
It has been established that persons who have recently died
wasn't it like a
have been
comet
returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of
that it's like comet, the radiation from a comet.
are coming back to life and seeking human victims.
Dang, I keep trying to highlight these chats when I'm watching it on YouTube. I jump out of StreamYard and go to YouTube, and then I try to. I've already almost blocked somebody tonight from the channel because I was looking at it on the wrong thing.
Now changed, and we're able to report a definite course of action for you. Civil defense machinery has been organized to
Here we go.
with food,
Kink eats Hobbs Horror. What's going on tonight on the Midnight Hour?
Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations.
Anything you want to give us any secret tips? I know it's the Halloween Spooktacular. Have any surprises in store for us?
As soon as possible.
So we have that truck.
Any special guests?
There's a pump out by the shed.
Any anything very fun at the municipal building, the Pennsylvania Municipal Building? What do you think Mr. Cooper did for a living? Was he a car salesman? Does he kind of give off a vibe of like some insurance salesman or a car salesman?
Started back to Earth, but never got here. That's the space vehicle which orbited Venus and then was purposely destroyed by NASA when scientists discovered it was carrying a mysterious high-level radiation.
I think he was probably some kind of a car salesman. I don't know if they ever say. Tom, he looks like he worked at a gas station or a farm. He was probably just some farm kid.
Yes, that was the subject of the meeting. You feel there is a connection between this and the phenomenon?
There's a definite connection. In other words, you feel that the radiation on the Venus probe is enough to cause these mutations? There was a very high degree of radiation.
Well, just a minute.
High degree of radiation. I love how there's like one of the guys actually telling the truth and the rest are like trying to cover it up.
The radiation is not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until we...
They actually filmed this in front of the actual municipal building, the state capitol or whatever, without permission. So that's why they had to keep walking, because they were going to get in trouble. So they were moving very quickly to get away from the building. They needed it as the background shot, and then kept moving.
Cause mutation under certain circumstances.
Could have happened to have a bearing on it.
It does seem to
And those flags mean nothing. They're just fake. They're just... Oh, wait. Whoa. I missed it. Karaoke, costumes, dancing, and Halloween hijinks tonight. Mayanne will be singing. Well, nice. Very nice.
We've heard all we need to know. We have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could
Whee!
get care in there, we could get help for her.
Sing it.
I
Willard.
saw a sign that said Willard.
It's only about 17 miles
Willard
from here.
You know this area. You from around here?
had an insane asylum. As a matter of fact, we were actually going to go there back in the day when this channel just started. Willard was on one of our list of places to go do paranormal investigation, and it just never happened.
Possibly get away from here. We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
It's only 10 miles, Mr. Cooper. Don't be a pussy. You could walk that.
Find some solution to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers at this time?
Yes, we have
You
some
could
answers.
make it.
But first, let me stress the importance
So,
of seeking medical attention.
also tonight is another episode of Loki. I've been watching that show. That's on Disney Plus at 9. That's kind of part of why I started these watch-along drive-ins at 7, so they'd be done in time for me to watch Loki, and then Loki gets done in time for me to watch Hobbs Horror, and then by the time Hobbs Horror is over, I will have been awake 22 hours.
Cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated.
Yeah.
Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk.
I had
But it opened its eyes and tried to
this
move.
girl, I messaged her. She did a Instagram video of a place that's abandoned nearby somewhere. Can't be too far. but she won't tell me where it is.
It's Mommy.
It's like she wants to keep it her little secret. But since I'm not in that paranormal group anymore, it's more urban exploration now for Bailey and I. We just go and we like to just walk around. I don't even bring my equipment anymore.
It's only a matter of minutes.
Minutes? Well, that doesn't give people
Now it's going to get cold anyway, so
Give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies
hard to
must be
do
carried to the
investigations in the snow.
and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The
Burn 'em.
bereaved will have to forego the
There's another one for the fire, boys.
service will give.
Great
They're just
job.
dead flesh and dangerous.
I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars. Make Molotov cocktails.
A
to hold them
root
off while we try
cellar.
to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check.
All right,
Some
Mr.
cocktails
Cooper.
from the window upstairs. Meantime,
Joining
a couple of us
in
will go out and
the-
try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
Joining in the
door open
plan.
someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door. It's closer to the truck. Before we go out, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar.
Oh, I'm not in the
There's
ghost
a key
group
on here
anymore.
that's labeled for
So
the gas pump out back.
I know. Trust me, I try to get her to do stuff all the time.
I can handle the truck.
I
no
show her
sweat.
my analytics and I show her the videos that she's in are all in my top 10 viewed videos, especially that abandoned Chuck E. Cheese.
We'll put whatever
But
lumber we
I
find
think
behind
that
the
one,
cellar door.
even without Bailey, that one would have
You can
been
go upstairs and toss the
still my
cocktails
number
from the
one
window.
because that's just awesome
Tom,
that
you
we
and I
found
have to
that
board this door.
abandoned Chuck E.
After you
Cheese.
toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to board
Yeah,
it.
okay, I see what you mean. I don't consider us a,
After we get the
a,
gas,
a
get
group,
back
and
into the house.
just the two of us.
Then we'll worry about getting
It's
everybody
more
into
just
the truck.
exploration.
Now let's move.
I should put on my community tab the Chuck E. Cheese in honor of the Five Nights at Freddy's video. I should post our abandoned Chuck E. Cheese. Milk it. Milk some views out of that video. I have to write that down.
You always have a smile for me. How can you
Oh,
say
these two are so in love.
How many do you have done? Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a
The
recorded message.
lovebirds.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so
The
worried about
irony
us.
of him preparing these fire
As soon as we
bombs,
get to Willard, we'll
and
call
then
them.
they get
might even
killed
be
by
there.
fire
I know.
at the gas pump.
Tom. Are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the
But
right thing
Mr.
to do.
Cooper
Got
says,
to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
he knows how to pump it.
We're safe in here.
For how
He
long,
can
honey?
pump
We're
that
safe
gas.
now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
He can pump that gas in her ass.
Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember?
Pump
Remember
it
we had
like
to go
it's
to Willard
hot.
then? This isn't a passing thing, honey. It's not like just a wind passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
I just don't want you to go out there. That's
Getting tired.
Smiley,
Getting tired.
where's that big smile for me?
They should do it.
Boy,
They should
you're showing
do
no
it.
use at all, are you? We've got work to do, honey. And you...
Kiss me, you fool. And that was the last time their lips ever touched.
We better get her downstairs.
We have to go
go downstairs now, Barbara.
She's right.
Boglins.
You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while until we get back.
Boglins.
Then we can all leave.
I haven't done any clips. I don't think I have any clips.
Yes.
I gotta redo all my clips. Got that clip. We got that clip. We got that clip. We got that clip. All the people watching on replay are like, "What? Why? Why did you just do that?" Mad balls. I got mad balls. I used to have those, actually. If I had half of the stuff I had when I was a kid. This is when the shit's about to go down. It's about to get real. Where's the naked zombie? Somebody point out the naked zombie lady.
Ready upstairs? Yeah. Okay, toss him.
Yeah, I didn't have a boglin till I was a grown man. I had mad balls, though. I remember throwing them around the house. Oh, yeah, sectars. I kind of remember those. Those were action figures, though, right? Oh, fire bad. Fire, smoke, fire bad. Sectars. They were like insects, right? Insect action figures with like metallic. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They had puppets, too? Come on, where's the naked zombie? I wanna see the naked boobies. Don't go out there. Judy! Mr. Cooper's like, fuck you! Goodbye! And now, if you really are watching, Ben there with the shotgun, he's the one that screws up this whole thing and starts the fire. He's the one that messes up everything. We all think he's the hero. Oh yeah, I bet. Oh. Right on. See, they're doing fine now. Big Ben here with his torchy wood. He's gonna fuck it up. Send them all. I like how they're taking the long way. Busy getting ready for karaoke. Re-released. Yeah, maybe they will. We'll have to just let's shoot the gas pump.
What's the torch?
And then Dum Dum has the torch just lying there. Judy's locked in there. We gotta save everybody. Let me throw my very flammable blanket down on the fire. They could have gotten out at any time. A kickflip. Exactly.
Come on.
But I want to die here. My seatbelt is stuck. Oh. What did you do, Ben? You killed them. You killed them all. Now it's mano y mano. Ben versus Mr. Cooper. With the evil horde of ghouls on their way. Ooh, that's not the head. He's gonna keep coming, dummy. Didn't they listen to the news? You gotta burn them, or you gotta go for the head. How exciting. How exciting. I think I have one Night of the Living Dead autograph, and it's from the, yeah, there's a little girl zombie. I love how Mr. Cooper is like struggling so hard. He wasn't gonna let him in. Oh, look at that look. Classic. Get her done. I love like just the time period. Like they keep their shirts are tucked in. Like whenever I wear a shirt tucked in, as soon as I can pull it out and get it untucked. Rated R for mild black on white violence. Ben slapped the crap out of Barbara. Now he's giving Mr. Cooper a whooping. Woo! Woo!
Drag you out there and feed you those things.
You bloodied my nose. What about my wife? Yeah, let's go eat. They're cooked. They're cooked. It's the first good cooked meal they've had all day. All these sound effects of the chomping and just gross. Big pieces of ham. Everybody, it's like being at Thanksgiving dinner at an all-you-can-eat buffet. They're just taking turns, grabbing a piece and going. I remember reading to or listening to a documentary on this where that meat was reused over and over, so it like just reeked. Like the smells were so bad. Yummy. Blech. Blech. It's all your fault, Ben. It's all your fault. Look at her. She's still got her heels on, her dinner gown. She just wanted to go to Chick-fil-A for dinner, and this zombie apocalypse happened.
Oh, only 10 more minutes?
Barbara's just out of it, hallucinating. She took some Quaaludes or something.
Well, we better leave soon. It's 10 minutes to 3.
Johnny has the keys. Johnny has the keys.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know.
10 miles.
We were just trying to get to a motel before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You're gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid.
What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
Who knows what kind of disease those things carry?
Yeah.
Is she conscious?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You gonna turn it over by yourself?
You can't start the car. Johnny has the keys.
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
Johnny has the key.
Be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
Johnny has the key.
Good Lord.
Being
Up and
monitored
away.
closely by scientists at all the radiation detection stations. At this hour, they report the level of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily.
That mysterious radiation.
Government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons
Flesh-eating ghouls.
crisis, from whatever cause, will come
Not
back to life
zombies.
as human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just
That doesn't give them time to have a proper funeral.
against the ghouls. This one conducted by Sheriff Conan McClellan in Butler County, Pennsylvania. So now let's go to that film report.
Yep, they're dead all right.
And the military have been organized
Flesh-eating girls. Yep.
the marauding ghouls.
Exactly what he said.
Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot
These
to the head
angry
or a
kids
heavy blow to
and
the
their
spine.
guns.
Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of
It's
a
a
ghoul
posse.
has been activated by the radiation, the plan is kill the brain and you kill the ghoul.
Kill the brain.
No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing
There we
all
go.
way in the fire. We don't want
The
to get
sheriff.
that again.
The most stylish sheriff in all of Pittsburgh. George Pisana played Sheriff McClellan.
Well, we killed 19 of them today right in this area. Those last 3 we caught trying to claw their way into an abandoned shed. They must have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't, though. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat them off, blasted them down. Yeah, okay. Chief,
So this guy that plays the sheriff, he reprised the role.
there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head. That's a sure way to kill him. If you don't, get yourself
Sheriff
a lover,
McClellan
beat him or burn him. They go up pretty easy.
appears in the 2016 film My Uncle John is a Zombie. So this guy right here in 2016 replayed Sheriff McClellan.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
I love that line. They're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way.
He's got 2 of the best lines. They're dead, all right. They're all kinds of messed up, and good shot. Another one for the fire.
Thank you, Bill, for that report. Official spokesman declined to speculate just how long
Another one for the fire. And another one takes a bite. Oh, uh-oh. Now it's getting real.
I don't know.
I think this is when we get a little nakey dance. Helen, there's 2 of us and 2 of them. Let's all do it.
Look, 2 people are dead already on account of that guy. Take a look out that window.
It's true. Mr. Cooper's speaking truth right there. See? And there's the torch that Ben left out there. Now they're going to use it to break in. See? And the 2 of us may live no more. We both found what we were looking for. Ben. Get down to the basement. Up, up. I remember the first time watching this, I had no idea what was going to happen. Oh, Mr. Cooper. He sees his opportunity. He sees his shot.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now?
He's going to shoot his shot. He's going to shoot it.
Get the cellar now. Move.
Ben's got wood. Ben's just like, all right, you're done. Cold-blooded killer. Ben is responsible for the death of more of these people in the house than the zombies. Ben killed more people than the zombies. He's not the hero. Mr. Cooper was the hero we didn't know we needed. They gave a little foreshadow by showing that little garden spade there. That little trowel. A little well-placed weapon of babies. There goes Mr. Cooper. Fell downhill from here. Barbara. Oh, see? There's the guy from the cemetery. And we're going to recognize Barbara's brother's driving gloves any minute. Oh, yeah. I have her autograph, that little girl. I have an autographed picture of her.
Oh, baby.
It was her story all along. There it is. Why she... This sound is creepy too. This sound that they use. What is that? What is that from? Why are they making that noise? I don't understand it. I don't even think she gets the credit in this. Let me see if I can. The nude ghoul was Carol Wayne. And George Romero actually cameos in this movie. I forgot to mention it. It was during that scene in front of the municipal building with the general. Played one of the background reporters. There he is. Iconic ghoul. Up. Why don't you kill another one? Toss. He sure does like throwing around those women. Oh, and where does Ben go? In the basement where Mr. Cooper told everyone to go. Oh, so you mean the safest place was in the basement all along? What? Oh. Go figure. Well, Ben, you're going to get what you deserve. I hope man's paying attention. The end is near. Very close to the chilling, climactic ending. Climactic? Why can't I say that correctly? You know what one of the taglines for this movie was? If you're not scared, you're probably already dead. I think I said that the right way. Let me see if I can find it. Evans City Cemetery in Pennsylvania. We almost went there. We almost went there. This has a big 7.8 star rating on IMDb. Over 136,000 reviews of this movie on IMDb. That's pretty crazy. That's a lot of reviews. That's a lot of fans. Yeah, just give her a couple of bullets to the head. Just finish the job. You're pretty handy with that gun. Why don't you go rob a bank? Yep. Just rob a bank. What's he looking for? Oh, his gun. He wants to shoot more people. Open house at the farm. What do you think of this place? I think it's got good bones. I think there's a lot we could do with this place. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. You mean the back one has to eat the front one's ass? Or whatever. Yep, that's a real helicopter. Those are real people. That was a real truck. The angry mob of people. The angry posse. I said posse, not pussy. I make the best popcorn. I'm telling you. I've been wanting to eat this whole time, but I didn't want the chewing to come across on the stream.
About 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs. There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go
So
check
good.
it out. Right, you go here, Bill.
So cheap. You just buy those big bags of kernels, put a little bit of oil in a big stock pot.
About 3 or 4 more hours.
Pop, 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 pop.
I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men.
I never asked how the sound was. I hope you guys could hear it.
Right, Steve. Tell him we're going to stay with it, and everything appears to be under control.
German Shepherds. Man's best friend. The best zombie sniffing dogs in all of Pennsylvania. Man, here comes the shocking twist ending. I hope you've been watching. Good old Ben there, the last survivor. He's the final girl. In the basement where Mr. Cooper told them all to go, by the way. They could all be alive right now. It's target practice. This ending Man, the first time I saw this, my jaw dropped. Be ready to piss your pants, man. The best independent horror movie of all time. Probably my favorite, most profitable independent movie.
Yeah, sure looks like it, Cal.
Second one would be Halloween, 1978. All right, I'm not going to spoil it. Just watch. Just watch. It's so good. I'm gonna even turn it up for myself.
He's the dead one. Get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire?
Place is a mess. That place is a mess.
You, drag that out of here and throw it on the fire. Nothing down here. All right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
What?
Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
Another one for the fire. What? That's how this movie ended. Shocker. The best way to end the movie. That whole group, no one made it. Nobody survived. How crazy is that? Ridiculous. Crazy. Crazy. All right. So I got to end this. So I got 13 minutes to get ready to go watch Loki. Season 2, episode whatever, 6. Thank you everybody for stopping in to the drive-in. Next couple of nights I've got multiple different streams. I got one tomorrow is Crackies, very special Halloween special with special guests. That's just a premiere. It'll be like 15 minutes, not a big deal, but I want everybody to be there. I've got 2 more drive-ins. You can check my channel page, hit the notification, and watch those. Tonight, midnight hour, 10:15. Karaoke, Mayanne singing, costumes, all sorts of goofiness, maybe some fireball. So, I'm going to end it. Good night, everybody. Thank you all for